Bulls fans, brace yourselves. We've got breaking news that's about to shake up the Windy City. Coach Billy Donovan just dropped a bombshell about Lonzo Ball's future with the team. Is our star point guard finally making his long-awaited comeback? What secret plans does Donovan have up his sleeve? And how will this change the Bulls' entire strategy moving forward? Stick around, because we're diving deep into the most exciting Bulls update we've had in months. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Welcome to Chicago Bulls News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the Windy City's favorite team. We've got you covered with breaking news, trade rumors, and in-depth analysis of everything Bulls. From United Center to the front office, we're bringing you the inside scoop. Hit subscribe and let's talk Bulls basketball. Alright, let's dive right into it. We've got some major updates on Lonzo Ball, straight from the horse's mouth. That's right, Bulls head coach Billy Donovan has just spilled the beans on the team's plans for our enigmatic point guard. But before we get into the juicy details, let's set the stage for those who might need a quick refresher. Lonzo Ball, the former second overall pick in the 2017 NBA draft, has been a key piece of the Bulls roster since joining the team in 2021. His court vision, defensive prowess, and improved shooting made him an integral part of Chicago's resurgence. However, as many of you know, Ball's journey with the Bulls has been marred by a persistent and mysterious knee injury that has kept him sidelined for nearly 2 seasons. The saga of Lonzo's knee has been a roller coaster ride for Bulls fans. Multiple surgeries, setbacks, and conflicting reports have left us all wondering, will Lonzo Ball ever return to the court in a Bulls uniform? Well, folks, it seems we finally have some answers. In a press conference held earlier today, Bulls head coach Billy Donovan dropped some bombshells that have sent shockwaves through the NBA community. Let's break down the key points from Donovan's revelations. Lonzo's current status. First and foremost, Donovan confirmed that Lonzo Ball has been making significant progress in his rehabilitation. The coach stated, "We're cautiously optimistic about Lonzo's recovery. He's been putting in the work, and we're seeing positive signs that we haven't seen in previous rehab attempts." This is huge news, Bulls fans. After months of uncertainty and vague updates, it's refreshing to hear some concrete positivity from the coaching staff. Timeline for return. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Donovan, known for his measured approach to injury timelines, actually gave us a potential target date for Lonzo's return. Are you ready for this? You heard that right, folks. Training camp. This is the most specific timeline we've gotten since Ball's injury woes began. It's important to note that Donovan emphasized the word possible, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. But still, this is the kind of news that can reinvigorate a fan base. This measured approach shows that the Bulls are taking every precaution to ensure Lonzo's long-term health and success. It's a smart move that should help mitigate the risk of re-injury. Position and role. Now, here's where things get really juicy. There's been a lot of speculation about how Lonzo would fit into the current Bulls roster if he were to return. Well, Donovan addressed this head-on. The coach stated, "Lonzo's skill set is unique, and we've missed his presence on both ends of the floor. When he returns, we envision him resuming his role as our starting point guard, but with some adjustments to maximize his strengths and protect his health." This is massive, folks. It seems the Bulls are still all in on Lonzo as their floor general. But what about the adjustments Donovan mentioned? Let's break it down. Reduced minutes. Donovan hinted at a minutes restriction, at least initially, to ease Ball back into the NBA grind. Defensive focus, leveraging Lonzo's elite perimeter defense to disrupt opposing offenses. Playmaking in transition, utilizing Ball's court vision and passing ability to ignite the Bulls' fast break. Off-ball threat, taking advantage of Lonzo's improved three-point shooting to space the floor. Impact on roster decisions. Here's where things get really interesting for the Bulls' future. Donovan's revelations about Lonzo have significant implications for the team's roster construction and potential offseason moves. The coach said, "Lonzo's progress will certainly factor into our decision-making process this offseason. We're always looking to improve the team, but knowing that we might have our starting point guard back changes the equation." This statement opens up a world of possibilities. Does this mean the Bulls will be less aggressive in pursuing other point guard options in free agency or trades? Will they focus on adding depth at other positions? These are questions that will undoubtedly dominate Bulls fan discussions in the coming weeks. Team morale and chemistry. One of the most heartening aspects of Donovan's press conference was his emphasis on how Lonzo's potential return has already impacted team morale. The coach shared, "The guys are excited. They've seen Lonzo putting in the work, and there's a palpable buzz in the locker room about the possibility of having him back on the court." This kind of positive energy can be infectious. If the team rallies around Lonzo's comeback, it could provide an emotional boost that translates to on-court success. Medical team's perspective. Donovan also took a moment to praise the Bulls' medical staff for their tireless work in Lonzo's recovery process. He stated, "Our medical team has been phenomenal. They've explored every option, consulted with specialists worldwide, and developed a comprehensive plan to get Lonzo back to full strength." This insight into the behind-the-scenes effort is reassuring for fans who may have questioned the team's handling of Ball's injury in the past. Lonzo's mindset. Perhaps the most inspiring part of Donovan's revelations was his description of Lonzo's mental state throughout this challenging process. The coach shared, "Lonzo's resilience has been incredible. He stayed positive, worked hard, and never lost sight of his goal to get back on the court and help this team win." This kind of mental toughness is exactly what you want to see from a player facing adversity. It bodes well for Lonzo's comeback and his ability to overcome the psychological hurdles that often accompany long-term injuries. Contingency plans. Now, it's important to note that Donovan didn't put all his eggs in one basket. He made it clear that while the team is optimistic about Lonzo's return, they're also preparing for all scenarios. The coach stated, "We're hopeful, but we also have to be realistic. We're developing plans to succeed with or without Lonzo in the lineup." This pragmatic approach shows that the Bulls front office is thinking several steps ahead, which should give fans confidence in the team's direction regardless of how Lonzo's situation unfolds. Fan involvement. In a touching moment, Donovan took time to acknowledge the unwavering support of Bulls fans throughout Lonzo's injury ordeal. He said, "The fans' patience and positivity have meant the world to Lonzo and the entire organization. We can't wait for the day he steps back on the United Center floor and hears that roar from the crowd." So, what do you think, Bulls fans? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing Lonzo Ball back in action? How do you think his return will impact the team's performance next season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get a discussion going. If you enjoyed this breaking news update, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the Windy City Hoops Report for all the latest Chicago Bulls news and analysis. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload.